Hi folks, and so it begins, Snowmageddon 2020. The storm has just started. I'll give you updates as we go through and maybe some footage later with excuse me, clearing and plowing and stuff, but this is our weather. This is life out in the country as the winter starts. A little earlier this year than we usually get this much snow, but hey, 2020 is 2020. So I'll be back to you with more later. Snowmageddon continuing. It's evening now and the storm has picked up. We'll see what we end up with till tomorrow morning. I'll be back to you. Well, hi folks, so much for Snowmageddon. It's the next day. Shortly after I shot that last piece last night, we had several hours of sleet, so the precipitation totals dropped significantly, or the inchage of snow dropped significantly. We got about 10 inches. We were supposed to be in the 12 to 18 range, so I'm clearing off here. I'll show you. Been using the Allis with the blade. I'll show you me doing that in just a second. But yeah, what they did is they misunderstood where the storm was going to end up going. It actually went further north and west. There are some places, maybe 100 miles north of here, that got 3.5 feet of snow. But we didn't here. We just got 10 inches, so that's manageable. All right, I'll be back to you. So as you can see, the blade's been used pretty well. I've been working out here on this. The issue I have here is this barnyard area here, this driveway area here, is not paved, so it's not even. I have some grass, I have some stones, I have even some nubs of rocks sticking up. So the problem I have when I'm pushing backwards with this blade, the way it's set up, is sometimes either I will gouge into the ground and scoop up all kinds of sod, or I'll smack some rocks pretty good, or I won't have it down low enough and then I've got to go over it a couple times anyhow. So what I've been trying, and I've done it both ways now today, what I'm trying is to actually drag the blade over backwards, because the way the curve is, it doesn't dig into the ground and it still pulls the snow with me. Now I can't go quite as far or take quite as much, because eventually it piles up and the tractor tires just spin. I don't have chains, so, but the tractor's handling it well. So I'll show you both ways with this. Again, I've done it both ways here. I'll scrape off most of it going forwards, and then to finish it up and push the piles back out of the way, I'll do it backwards. But this blade still works very well, and it saves me a whole lot of time with a hand snowblower. All right, hang on. One other thing I've found here with dragging it forward, you can see it there in the mirror a bit, is that I can accomplish more in second gear than first gear. First gear almost has too much torque, and what happens is when I start to get a load, then the wheels just dig in and start to spin. So I've got a little more speed and a little less power on second gear, and that seems to be optimum, at least at this point. So let's give it a try. I'll just lift the blade, put it in reverse, and drive back over my pile. Again, it's not quite as neat as if I could do it if I had like a blade on the front of the tractor and could just keep pushing. But hey, however the job gets done is how it gets done, you know? See, the blade comes up easy. Also, with doing this out in the snow, I'm using the foot brakes a lot to steer, because these front rib tires are good, but if I try to turn too sharp, they just become skis. pile here. We still have the rest of this pile over here to get out of the way, so we have room to turn the cars around. So I'll just drag it straight down into the yard there and leave the pile there and turn around in the yard. It's worked so far for me, so let's try it again. Sorry about the fooling around here with the camera. I know I'm going to drop it if I don't put it around my neck. And what I will do here is not try to take a full swipe with the blade, because then it'll make it very difficult to pull. The snow isn't real heavy because the temperature was pretty cold last night. It was mid-20s, so it was a dry snow, but you can see there's still a fair amount there that we're dragging along. Hang on. Alright, I'll do this pass right in front of the cars. Forget which side I have my extension on. Operation wasn't meant to be done with one hand. I should have a camera mounted on my hat or something. But as you can see, it scrapes a fair amount off every time. Turning this thing with one hand isn't a whole lot of fun. So I've got to go up there next to the mailbox, clean that out for the mailman, then I'll finish this driveway up. I don't worry about getting it right down to the dirt. It'll melt over a few days. But for right now, I just want to be able to get the vehicles in and out. I'll touch it up with a hand snow blower. You gotta love country living. You can see the piles that blade has made. Not bad. And my wife had her car parked here, so I gotta scrape this out. That's all asphalt up there where the road starts. The driveway ends and the road starts. Here we go. And what I'll do here is just leave my pile there for now. Thing I don't like about this system is you have the clutch in, you can't lift the arm. Alright, I'll come back. Alright, well there we go. I just need to swing this thing parallel with the tractor because the blade's too wide to get through the barn door. Put this extension on it. This mailbox extension. I could put one on the other side. I think they make them for both sides, but I just have the one. So you can see it did a pretty good job. I'm satisfied. Didn't have to spend 3 hours walking behind a snowblower. At any rate, first Snowmageddon of the end of 2020. All right. Thank you for watching.